Hello, World of Tank Blizzard's Ed's Littlefinger. Hey, got a few games here for you in the E25. Gonna start out in this first one here as bottom tier supremacy game. Dead Rail, and of course, we're gonna go straight to the infamous camping spot. I kind of refer to this as the infamous camping spot because, I've played games on this where the entire battle is fought up on the upper hill, and you've got a guy, I've seen it so many times, and people with Death Stars sitting down here. The rest of the game is going on the other side of the map, and they're just camped on out. But as you can see, even without anyone spotted, I'm still pumping out shots. 3.4 seconds is my reload time here. We're going to go ahead and hold off, figuring that those guys probably got back around corner, and our big old T-28's coming in to spot, so we're just being patient. We're staying in the bush. One of the things about this premium E25 is that it has an amazing camo rating. You pretty much have to be in the bush with it to get it to spot. But AT25, you can see our super nice accuracy and lovely reload here. We're pumping out shots on this poor old KV3. He came around for one shot. He is going to take 5 or 6 shots before he can even get back to safety. Downside is, at 139 shooting heat, we're not doing a whole lot of damage with each shot, but this tank is the third highest in DPM as far as tier 7 TDs go. Yeah, I looked that up, and I guess what I figured it was the SU-152, if you're running it with the same gun that's on the ISU-122, which would be the 122 millimeter gun mod from 1944. But who's running a ISU 152 with that gun on it? Nobody does that. So you can see here, I figure I'm about to get spotted by that OBJ 252U, which is a new premium tank out. Really got some great armor from the front, and one of the nice things about this tank is its speed, and we'll talk to that a little bit later, but it also has super accuracy on the move too. So it allows you to be aggressive here, and this whole game goes to how I like to play it. Snipe from the beginning and then get aggressive at the end. But here we're in a little bit of trouble because the ISU and the RHM are on the other side here. I am trying to draw them forward to get gun depression down on me, hoping that TD that I left up in our camping spot would close in and finish them off. Luckily, the Tiger does not kill me, so we're able to turn and finish him off. And now, as you can see, what was a 3-on-2 situation is now a 2-on-1. So the TD did help me out, and now it's just this RHM who hasn't taken any damage whatsoever. So obviously we can't afford to take a shot. He gets a shot in on the TD there. Doesn't appear to be too interested in us, and I'm really just trying to stay close and keep him proximity spotted, knowing that as soon as he crests over the hill there, I'm going in full force. And look at this, we coax a miss out of him. The nice thing about this tank is such a low profile. You get underneath some of these bigger tanks, and they cannot hit you at all. I'll show you that in the SU here in a minute, but some of the other heavies are the same way. So 3,174 damage gets me the mastery there, 4 kills. Just a really fun tank, and we'll show some stats and jump into a couple more games. So here we are on Blitz Hangar, and you can see we don't have a lot of hit points as far as tier 7 TDs go, right there at 1,000. We've got decent view range, but that's not really the forte of this tank. Looking at that DPM, it's number 3, like I said, and we have a really high velocity and pretty good accuracy. So this makes for a wonderful little sniping tank. The penetration on it could be a little bit better. And with it having heat as its premium ammo is kind of a negative. But outside of that, there's a lot of other things. So here we go. Look at this gun handling. Look at all of this green. Our aim time, dispersion, all of them great. Even our mobility, top speed there, backward speed, everything about this tank, even our turning movement, everything about this tank. It really fits my enjoyable play style. I really like the TDs that you can be aggressive in towards the end of the game, and that certainly fits with this E25. So here we are, Middleburg, and this is a game with an epic ending, but I think it does show you a good bit about how you can be effective in this tank. Everyone's calling to go left and go up the hill.
Let's get this show on the road.
So you'll see we're motoring on up here, and the tank just really moves well. Enough so that we can reach this ridge line as just the first of the enemy reds are getting spotted, and allows us to get that first shot in. Being aggressive here. And we've run off the Fury. So as we're peeking over the hill there, we take a huge shot, 540 damage. So yeah, I think that just goes to show you the downside of being overly aggressive. There is that SU-100Y. And we're going to come into contact with him later in the game. But for now, my plan is just to relocate, try to get back under cover, and conserve the rest of whatever hit points I have left. So that's a great thing about this tank. With such mobility, look how easy it is to relocate. And I figure I'll just sit on this side of the hill. No one can shoot me from the left side. So all it is this VK here. He's on the move. I'm not sure why that shot bounced, but we get spotted by him, and so now we're going to relocate again. Got two one-shot tanks down there, and our guys are in pretty poor health too. And as you can see, we've been doing a lot of running back and forth, but haven't got a lot of damage to show for it just yet. This really goes towards my thinking here of just trying to be as patient as possible. Tried to be a little bit too fine with that shot there, and oh lord, here comes the SU. He misses that first shot, and now he's just going to push on into us, and unfortunately I don't have the gun elevation to get up there and hit the front plate, so I'm just hitting the sloped, which obviously has more effective armor, but at the same token, he doesn't have enough gun depression to get down and shoot me. So we're trying everything. Heat, you name it. We're trying it all. He's about to push us into the building, and so I give him an inch and just enough to get that last shot in. And now it's one-on-one with this VK. Luckily, I get one more shot in there, and back to safety. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. And now I've got to use the element of surprise as my strength. Obviously, he's a heavy tank. From the front, I'm going to have a hard time with some penetration. And he probably would win a one-on-one battle, considering he has a little bit more hit points than I do. So we're motoring around, trying to sneak on in, and I do spot him there. And I'm just sit here and wait to see if I'm spotted, which I wasn't. Wanted to try to sneak around here, see if I could get a shot in from the side. Figure my best option here might be to go the long way. Remember, I've got great reverse speed as well as front speed, so I'm really just trying to get one shot in and get away without him seeing me. So there's my one shot. Now we back up, and he's got a little over 540 hit points, so we're going to need 3 shots. There's the second one, and he gets a shot in there. 221, and I'm sitting with 228 left, and he bounces that one for 220. So I might have been able to survive that one shot, even though it did bounce. But yeah, epic ending there to use your DPM to come through and increase those damage minutes and win that game. Alright, one more game, and again, Dead Rail spawning on the north side this time. And yes, you know where I'm headed. The infamous camping spot on the corner of the map. It's nice and high, it's got a bush. And we just look over A and see if anyone's going to come into view. But we don't see that. We see Love coming across, and yeah, we've got good pen, we've got a fast firing gun, and we can get 2 or 3 shots to go in there. Swing on back. We have got a heavy at A now. And we just don't have the pen for that. But we have a stir meal trying to get out of the way, and a fast reload. Nameless is going to try to get the kill shot, but unable to. So the way I'm seeing it now is you've got a few tanks up top and only 2 tanks down below. Haven't seen any indication that they've got a tank sitting in their spawn camping spot. So I'm making a decision here. Alright, one of them's taken out. I can't pen this guy from here. I am not being useful. So, you know what? It is time to move on. Flying over the ridge line. Top speed here. Got the heat loaded. I'm willing to take a shot. So hopefully old Nameless can come in here, get a shot in, as can the Helsing here. And so 3 tanks on this poor guy here. Nameless gets in the way of my kill shot, but that's okay. And look at this. As an added bonus, we've capped poor old Helsing. Looked too far around the corner. But, you know, like I said, this tank does so well in a sniping position that I'm going to use the speed, and I'm going to get back to my bush over here. Not sure what that guy was thinking up there all alone. And he's got 3 tanks closing in on him. Look at this E3 all the way across the map. Finish him off. Love has turned his turret, and yeah, so we're going to finish him off. 4 on 3 now. We are down by 1 tank. When this RU comes flying across, you know he didn't expect me here. He was thinking that he would have spotted me. And look at this. We're dropping 3 shots into him before he skedaddles out of there. Shot came in from what looked like to the left of that IS-6. know that RU's down there. I'm just trying to keep that VK off of him, but unable to keep him alive. Now we're down 3-on-2, and you know, Nameless has done well down here in this corner, but I'm going to use my ability to do a little surprise visit on the RU here and take him out before he can even look and shoot. We're up over 2K in damage. And again, using our speed, staying outside of the map. And this is the best part of the game when you're in E25. And really, you can do just about anything. You can stay and snipe, or you can get in there and brawl. Not sure what took this guy so long, but we set him on fire. We can reload and finish him off for the W. So yeah, just a real quick review on the E25. I know this is a premium tank, and not all of you can or should be buying premiums, but well, you can see here, sniper, tanker, 8 shots, at least 8 shots with 80% of them must hit. So yeah, you know, we were bottom tier and yet top in damage there in that game. So it's just one of those tanks that fits a niche that I love. Fast, mobile, can snipe, can do a lot of different things, and yet the mobility is what stands out the most with that tank. So if you do get a chance, I do recommend it to buy, but overall it's one of my favorite. That ISU 122S is probably my most favorite tier 7 TD. But anyway, guys, have fun out there, stay safe, get educated, not fingered. A Littlefinger out.